It's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
Patty, good morning. 12 minutes after 6. Always good to be with you. Happy Monday. 65 degrees and cloudy skies. As you dive into your Monday, today is National Apple Pie Day.
Uh-oh.
It's World Cocktail Day, Brunch for Lunch Day, Top Gun Day, International Hummus Day, National Fruit Cocktail Day, World Belly Dance Day, and National Crouton Day. So there you go. A couple things are going on today. Which one do you like?
I like the belly dancing one only because I've never done it.
Really? I've got I have some friends that are belly dancers, and and they perform and all that. It's an actual.
This must be a really big day for them.
People like doing that. They really do. So yeah, I'm thinking about for me.
It's interesting.
For me, Apple Pie Day, boy, that's a good day to have.
Yes.
Little apple pie with a la mode, little ice cream on top there, and brunch for lunch. Why not? That's right. And Top Gun Day. Pew 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 pew.
I just think of the movie.
Absolutely. So, and National Fruit Cocktail. When was
Man, my dad loved fruit cocktail.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't had it since I was a kid.
And there was like always just one little half of the cherry.
Oh yeah,
one.
Yeah.
In the whole can.
Yeah. National Fruit Cocktail. When was the last time you had fruit cocktail?
Well, it would have had to have been like when I was at like Sterling's or something.
Right.
The buffet. They always have it at the buffet.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I don't know why, but
absolutely,
that's a big thing.
I was just trying to think about. Boy, I haven't had that since I was like.
It reminds me of my childhood. My dad always had it.
And half a cherry. So there you go. A couple things going on today. We're going to work on some Facebook fun, other people's problems on the way in just a little bit. Plus, Luke Combs, our great flyaway.
Coming down at 8:20, right?
Yeah, another code at 8:20. Your chance 5 times today. Get a chance at Luke Combs in Phoenix, Arizona. You want to win that? Download the KORD mobile app. Let's get your day started. You got Rick and Patty on KORD.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD. 102.7 KORD. He's one of country music's biggest stars, and you can see him live in Phoenix. And we're the wild things. Listen for the Luke Combs contest codes at 820, 1020, 120, 420, and 720, and then enter them on our app. Grand prize winner gets concert tickets for them and a friend, airfare, hotel, and $500 cash. Get contest rules and more info on our app. Brought to you by Columbia Nashville on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
102.7 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Great to be with you. Happy Monday. Right now, about 65 degrees for you. Cloudy skies. And over the weekend, it was so nice. We were out there at the
Cancer Crushing Challenge.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was. A lot of runners.
Oh, my gosh. We
walkers.
We barely made it from John Dan Plaza to Howard Amon before they were already finishing.
I know. That was pretty spectacular.
It was. And that literally was like 15 minutes to tear down. And by the time we got down to the park, they were already coming through.
Across the finish line.
Lori Lott, the whole crew there, they do such a good job. And again, thanks for having us out there. It was so much fun. And looking forward to next year. And they had triple the race, the walkers and runners. So it's good stuff. And of course, Tri-Cities Cancer Center, a great cause. And it's awesome that we were out there and having a great time with you guys. All right, Facebook fun to get your day started. Here you go. I thought we'd have a little fun with this morning since I saw Patty was at the dog park with DJ.
Yes.
It made me think, you know what? She's very proud of DJ. So drop a pic of your dog. If you've got your doggos, you can put cats up there.
I'll put DJ up there.
Put DJ up there. So, yeah, there we go.
But you were going to say cats, too.
You can put cats up there.
Sure.
We love all of our
we
pets.
We don't discriminate.
And they're all up there right now. Look at all these great dogs. I'm looking up right now. Izzy B and Daddy take over the world. And there's Izzy B and Baby Girl. Oh, my goodness. There are some cute dogs.
There's like 37 up there
already.
I mean.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh, my.
Wow. I see Katie put up, her guy turned 14.
Wow. Aw, Bear. Thanks for the memories, Bear. I love it. Thank you, Bear. Oh, my gosh. So many good.
They're spectacular.
Yeah, look at that.
Jen Marie's she's got like a close-up of her little one.
Dale's got like 4 little doggies right there. Wow. They're all cute. They're all cute. So a lot of great ones here. So go check them out.
I'm looking at Lucky. Stephanie says he's a poodle mix, and she found him struggling in an alley on her old mail route in East Pasco. She goes, now he's living his best life.
Mike, look at that little jump. I love a little jump there.
It's fantastic.
Miss Sage is up there. Miss Violet's up there. Zuko is up there. So a bunch of great. Oh yeah, look at these doggos. They're so cute. So add more, and of course, if you want to toss a cat up there, that's okay. But the dogs will chase the cat. Just give me a heads up about that.
Oh, there's so many.
There is.
They're all adorable. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. That's going to be our Facebook fun today. Drop a pic of your dog. We want to see him. Patty will throw up DJ. I've got Roxy, Barkley, and Bodie. So I'll get a photo and throw them up there for you too. So there you go. Facebook fun. Drop a pic of your dog. We want to see him. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
There you go. Brand new Post Malone, Morgan Wallen. I had some help. 640. Got Ricky, got Patty. Nashville news. What's going on in Nashville?
Well, speaking of, Post Malone is hinting at the title of his debut country album. The clue could be in the music video for I Had Some Help, featuring the guy singing in the bed of a pickup truck, and the license plate reads City Cowboy, CTY, CWBY. I Had Some Help, just so you know, dropped this past week, and it's already doing big things. It's number one on iTunes as well as the Apple Music charts. Meanwhile, Thomas Rhett also giving fans a taste of his upcoming 7th studio album, Beautiful As You, debuted on Friday, and TR says it was inspired by the real-life love story with his wife, Lauren. He's going to be performing the song live at the 59th Academy of Country Music Awards, and that's happening on Thursday. And TR's album is due out on August 23rd. Miranda Lambert tells Us Weekly magazine that she definitely approves of Beyonce experimenting with country music. She says the more people that are interested in country music, better for all of us. She says we've always had this little bit of something for everyone, but it's just kind of not been advertised that way, and all these other kinds of artists are making country records now. She's not wrong. She says if it brings that more eyeballs to our little circle of the world that we have, she says, I'm thankful that we have just to be open. And last but not least, Brooks and Dunn heading to Austin this week to support the Texas Longhorns football team. The iconic country duo will be performing at Darrell K. Royal Stadium. This will happen on Saturday, and it'll be for the Texas Collective Texas One Fund hosting the event, and it's called A Night for Texas, benefiting the university's athletics department. And those are your trending headlines.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Music on, people?
I think so. I hope so. I was listening over the weekend to his album. I love it. The album's excellent. So, and again, he's on my bucket list. I've not seen Luke Combs. I've seen a lot of country artists, but I've not seen Luke Combs yet.
I saw a gal the other day. She had a George Strait shirt on.
Yeah.
I never saw him.
Oh, yeah. That's the show.
And he's been on a farewell tour for forever as well.
Forever and ever. Yes, exactly. But yeah, you got to go see the King.
So, on my list as well.
Yeah, I got to
Luke Combs too.
Yeah, I got to see George in Fresno many years ago, so I'm glad that's on my.
Yeah,
I was like bucket list. That mark that one off. I even had nosebleed seats, and I still knew.
You had a great time.
It didn't matter.
Yep.
Had nosebleed, and it's still George Strait.
Yep.
It didn't matter.
Totally.
And the cool thing he does the show in a round. So basically, he's surrounded by everybody.
Yeah.
And then he moves from station to station. And the cool thing about George Strait, there's no pyrotechnics. There's no. It's
just George, and it's all
that's
good.
It.
Yeah.
George and a guitar and his band, and he just moves. And I love the word. I'm going to use the word. He moseys. He moseys along. He's like, I'm George Strait. I don't have to. There's no.
I know.
And I love Garth because Garth will swing from the rafters. I mean, that's just how crazy Garth is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Garth is a rock and roll extravaganza.
Well, you listen. You're never going to see George pulling what Pink does.
Nope, not going to happen.
He doesn't have to.
He's like, here's my song.
He's the talent, man.
He really is. So yeah, definitely George Strait and Luke Combs, Phoenix, Arizona is going to be awesome for you. You want to win it to 820, the first code coming down. So looking forward to that. Right now, a little bit of sunshine for you and 65 degrees. More music on the way for you. Hardy, one of Patty's songs.
He is my favorite.
Truck Beds coming up next.
Yes,
KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
It's 1027 KORD. Good morning. 65 degrees, cloudy skies. You got Ricky, got Patty. 710. Going to dive right into other people's problems. This is quite the unusual situation for us.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's from Jack. Rick and Patty, I've got a problem I should not talk about on the radio, but here goes. I'm 36 and I want to buy a house. I've been looking for a year. First, interest rates were too high and I couldn't afford what I wanted, but then I fell in love with my realtor.
Oh, boy.
She keeps bringing me great houses, and I can afford them. I want to buy one in particular, but then I wouldn't get to see her anymore. I flirted with her, and she's been nice to me, but I don't know if it's just because I'm a client that represents a commission. I asked her casually to coffee once, but she said she had another appointment to get to, and I haven't had the courage to ask her again. But I do keep making appointments to look at houses just to be around her. Am I pathetic? What should I do?
I don't know. This is kind of an unusual situation. I will tell you this, Jack. Having been single in between my first and my second marriage, I remember asking somebody out, and it's almost like I felt like they didn't hear me. And you're right. I never asked again. So I asked them to dinner or whatever.
Yes.
And
did they hear you then, or I mean?
No. They didn't really respond. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to ask again, because on one hand I thought we were with a group of people, so I thought, well, maybe she just didn't hear me. You know. On the other hand, by her ignoring the question, was the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Her ignoring it was her saying not interested,
yes.
right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I took it as not interested. You know, even though we were in a group of people and it was loud and I didn't second guess it. I thought, man, did she hear? Did she not hear? I've been in that position, so I just decided never. I just said, now I'm not going to ask her again.
I think that's smart. I think that's wise. I think if you did it twice and she didn't,
Yeah, but he said
didn't want to make a big deal of it. So
yeah, well, that's what he said.
That's probably it.
When you ask Cash, hey, you want to go to coffee? And she goes, well, I've got another appointment. That to me is like, okay, because I feel like she would say, I've got an appointment, but hey,
maybe another time.
Or a rain check.
If she was interested.
Or like, hey, but how about Thursday? Like,
she would, yes.
I mean, I've
counter.
There would be a counter. And if there's not, now, again, some people aren't like that, but I've always felt like, if I guess I'm a dude. If the breadcrumbs aren't there, I just feel like banging my head against the wall isn't going to get me anywhere. So, Jack, and then it's your realtor. I
don't know. You're spending an awful lot of time.
Well,
I would just flat out ask. So that's what I would do.
Let me flip side this thing. So you are a salespeople listening, and you've got a client that this person he won't leave you alone.
Oh,
so it's one of those. Oh God, here's Jack again. Yes, Jack, because she wants to sell a house. That's
her bottom line.
She wants to sell a house, and so yes, she's getting you all these great houses and all that. But she's like, why is he not buying? Why is he not taking a house?
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, you even say you can afford them.
Yeah. So have you become an irritation to her more so than a love interest?
You might be,
because if you keep, exactly, because like, oh God, here's another house. All right, is this guy ever going to buy? Now she's obviously wants to sell. I get it, but it's kind of like going back to the car lot over and over again, but you never buy something
just because you want to see the salesperson.
And I've been at a car lot doing a car remote, and so a guy will walk on the lot, and the salesperson go, oh geez, here's so and so again. They don't ever want to buy. They don't ever want to buy. They just keep coming, and it became more of an irritation that they got to go over there and go, hi so and so, how you doing? Oh, I'm just looking to, and like, oh geez, here we go. So I'm thinking the realtor. Do you give it one more time? Do you go in for one more? Okay. Go one more time, ask. Hey, so-and-so, you want to go to coffee?
But she says, be upfront about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
because you only asked once.
Interested.
She only asked once. She kind of blew you off. Maybe one more time, and that's it. If she blows you off the second time, then no.
I think you're right.
She's not interested. All right, we'll try to solve this for you. 547-KORD. What would you do in this situation? Patty, what would you do? It's like, if someone asks you to coffee, do you blow them off?
No, it depends on if they're interested in me romantically, no.
Okay.
I do not go to, but I've gone to coffee with, guys,
just
as friends
and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, you don't know. You don't know what they're thinking. The problem is that's the best part. You can't read my mind, which is great. Thank goodness. I'm just saying I would never want anybody number one in my mind, but it's one of those things. Yeah, you got to kind of read the cues.
You do.
You got to read the cues. So Jack, we'll do our best to solve it for you. What do you guys think? Let us know. 547-KORD. App chat us. Other people's problems. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Cadillac, 727, number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. Rick and Patty with you. Luke Combs, first code coming down for the morning at 8:20. Get you a great flyaway to Phoenix, Arizona, and that is on the way at 8:20. New survey by Talker Research reveals that 39 is the age when most people start to feel uncool. 49% of people around that age believe they're completely out of touch with popular culture. What do you think there, Pat? Well, we're exposed to popular culture all day long.
I know.
That's what we do.
I don't feel out of touch.
Well, it's because...
And I'm older than 39.
I know. That's because this is what we do for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you didn't, do you think you would be... If this wasn't your job, do you think you'd be as,
As cool as...
Well, would you... Like, it was funny. I went to Orange Theory Fitness, and there's a big Kendrick and Drake feud going on right now.
I heard.
So they're doing these what they call diss tracks against each other.
Oh.
But if we weren't exposed to that,
you wouldn't even know.
Would I even know about it? Because honestly,
you wouldn't even know who Kendrick is.
Well, I know who Kendrick and Drake are, but do I listen to them? No, I have they're not on my playlist, right? They're just not. Drake and Kendrick not on my playlist. Now I know who they are, but I think the average person doesn't know who they are.
I think you're right.
And they're like, why are these guys feuding? What's the deal? I mean, you could say Taylor Swift and Kelly Clarkson. I think they're more universal. Oh, those guys are fighting, or Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez or something, right? But Drake and Kendrick Lamar, okay.
They're like, I don't even know who are these guys.
Now, as you've gotten older, have you felt that you're uncool?
Oh gosh, yes, I'm out of it. Yes.
I couldn't imagine. It was many years ago. I just couldn't imagine. I was doing a live broadcast, and I was talking to some younger people, and I realized as I was talking to them,
that you're kind of out of touch.
Oh, I was like, and this is when I was in my 30s. I was in my 30s, and they were 24. And they were talking about the new music they were listening to, and I went, man, I don't know.
I'm out of it.
I'm out of it. Yeah. So so I don't know. We're very fortunate. We're exposed to pop culture every single day, but the average person isn't. So finish the phrase. I knew I was no longer cool when I blinked.
Oh, man.
I knew I was no longer cool when I blinked. So my wife would say because I wear pajamas to the store.
Well, you can't do that,
She
Rick.
hates that. Pajama bottoms.
A lot of people do.
They're comfy. And we live 2 blocks from the store. It's not... If I was going out to Target and had to shop, I'd put some pants on. But I'll wear my PJs to 2 blocks down to Yokes.
Would you wear Crocs?
No. No, no. Well, I'm just saying.
But they're acceptable, and I see a lot of people wearing. I wear them; they're comfortable.
Are they? They look like plastic to me.
Well, they're rubber. I mean,
I don't. Yeah, no, yeah.
They're an acceptable form, like for nurses, and in the healthcare
absolutely
industry.
Orthopedic. I get that.
Yes.
I get that. Yeah, I'm not a Croc guy. Sorry, I'm not a Croc guy. So yeah, I mean, it's got to be for me. It's got to be comfortable. And I don't,
They are comfortable.
Are they?
That's why people wear them.
Yeah.
Rick's not wearing any Crocs.
I knew I was no longer cool when blank, and we're going to take some calls. 547 KORD. The average age, 39. People think, not cool anymore.
So you don't think Crocs are cool? Rick's like, what is this?
To each their own.
I know.
I mean, it's to each their own. But I'm picky about I'm picky. Women, here's the deal. High heels, really?
Some people love them.
I have never worn high heels a day in my life. So maybe when I was 8 years old trying on my foster mom's for a joke, right? And I thought, man, these are the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever.
I don't know how ladies do it.
So if you're thinking, hey, Rick Michaels will be at a drag show dressed up in drag,
That's not ever gonna happen.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. The shoes, I can't do the shoes. Just the shoes alone, would not make me want to dress up in drag. So I'm just saying, just because they are uncomfortable.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't know how we got here either. So I knew I was no longer cool when I blinked. Take some calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
7 KORD at 740. A lot of sunshine for you, Tri-City. 68 degrees, sunshine for you over the weekend. Man, Saturday, Sunday.
It was hot.
Even today, going to be a nice day for you. Enjoy it. All right, brand new survey says that 39 is the age when most people start to feel uncool. We did the 5K, 10K Tri-Cities Cancer Crushing Challenge
on Saturday morning.
There was a gentleman. So my buddy from Orange Theory Fitness, John, who's the manager, great runner, right? He did the 10K, and there was a guy that was 60, 67, 68 that challenged him at the end. Now, John is 30-some years old.
Yes.
But wow. at 67, 68, and I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I ran Bloomsday. That's 7.5 miles. That's, guy's barely sweating. 68 years old. Barely.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. It really is amazing.
Yes.
So, I was like, man, I couldn't keep up with that. So uncool. 49% of people believe that's the age you are completely out of touch with popular culture. Taking your calls, 547-KORD. When did this happen, and why are you uncool?
I realized I wasn't cool when I went out to the bars with some younger coworkers.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go home because I was tired.
Oh, yeah.
They just gave me that look like, yeah, we know you're old. We didn't figure you'd stay very long,
Yeah, I love that. So when we go out with Megan's friends, they're all way younger than I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are times when I'm at the dugout, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, and they'll say, we'll drop Megan off. I'm like, great, see
you later.
Yeah, thumbs
I'm
up.
out. This is not my scene anymore.
547-KORD. When you discovered that you were literally uncool, what happened?
So when I was in Vegas,
Okay.
I was yelling at all of the girls in their super short shorts, skirts, telling them that doesn't pass the bend over test. But yeah, I was like, okay, I am no longer in touch with what current fashion trends are.
Absolutely. The bend
gosh.
over test. Oh my gosh, exactly. You became a Karen on the strip? Oh geez. You see crazy things on the strip.
Well, I guess. I mean, is shorter always? I don't know. Things.
It's Vegas. I expect nudity when I'm in Vegas, or at least seeing things I don't normally get to see walking down the street in Kennewick, Pasco, or Richland. I expect to see it in Vegas. I'm all about that.
But you don't expect it here in Tri-Cities.
Well,
I know. Right?
Not to say I haven't. That's all I'm going to say about that. So 547-KORD. 39 being the age people think they're uncool. More of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Is there nobody hotter right now than Morgan Wallen?
He's on everything.
He's on
everything.
He is on
literally.
Yeah, absolutely. This might as well be 102.7 KORD, Morgan Wallen.
Morgantown.
I know.
Right?
It's Morgan. Ooh, I like that.
I know.
Morgantown. Welcome to Morgantown. So 68 degrees for you, sunshine anywhere, everywhere on your KORD mobile app. Lots of great content. We always love throwing it up there for you. And it's the other part of what we do. Great stories. And I see it all the time in my friends' feeds because they live in other states. And Buc-ee's. I'm like, what is a Buc-ee's? And it got me thinking about when I went to college in Idaho. The first time I ever saw a Maverick, because there was a Maverick, right?
Well, then like a Maverick gas station.
Yeah, and now they're here. Maverick gas stations are here. But I only remember them being in Idaho back when I was a kid or a teenager. So everybody's on my Facebook feed always talking about Buc-ee's. I'm like, okay, it's kind of like, what is it, Waffle House?
I love Waffle House.
Well, see, because you're from the Midwest where there's Waffle Houses, but there's certain things.
Well, I lived in Florida where.
But they're all over the place, right?
Everywhere.
Try to think. There's other. Can you recall off the top of your head other things that are only back, Midwest, back east?
So in the Midwest. So I've never encountered a Waffle House in the Midwest, but I did. Like I said, down south. In the Midwest, like White Castle.
Oh yes, great example. Exactly. Yeah, White Castle.
Now we can get them frozen here, and they're not for everyone.
But
you might not like them.
And I've never had a true White Castle. I've only had the frozen one.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me that it's got to taste different at White Castle.
They do.
Of course they do. So I wrote about Buc-ee's and why it could be the next big thing. And suddenly when they start building a Buc-ee's, you're like, hey, where'd this come from? Say, well, Rick told me 5 years ago there's
You
going to
think
be
we'll see one here?
I do. They've expanded. Colorado is the newest location, which is getting closer to the Pacific Northwest. Also, one of my favorite places looks like you posted about Thorpe Fruit Antique Mall. I
stop every time.
I love it.
Every time. And I have to tell you, I used to pass by it all the time. Oh, how,
Right.
And then I realized after the first time I stopped, I stop every time.
It's cool because
they got ice cream cone and there's antiques upstairs.
Yeah, the upstairs.
It's an amazing place.
Yeah, you're like, what's the deal with the antiques upstairs? So it's very cool. Patty wrote all about it.
I encourage you to stop.
It really is, and it's right outside of Ellensburg, and it's pretty cool. And there's a reason why it's in the middle of nowhere. Because this is a destination location,
and it's a great place to gas up your car. There's a gas station right near.
Absolutely. So check out those stories and more posted for you right now on your station mobile app.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Get ready, Tri-Cities. Pet Overpopulation Prevention's annual Pooch and Pal event is back and better than ever. Mark your calendars for June 15th at Columbia Point Park. Lace up your sneakers and leash up your furry friends for a fun-filled 5K walk or run. Early registration is happening now. Sign up today and snag yourself a cool t-shirt, swag bag, and exclusive access to the post-fun run party. But wait, there's more. POP is also seeking vendors and sponsors to join in the excitement. Visit poptricities.com. That's POPP, Tricities.com to register, sign up, and get involved. Sun's out, tongues out, folks. Let's make this year's Pooch and Pal the best one yet. See you there. Speaking of winning, Luke Combs will do a code word here in 10 minutes. I'll give you the code right now, but we'll do it again for you. It's 221. 221 right now. So if you're going to be
living on the edge.
Living on the edge. I think that's an Aerosmith song. So living on the edge. 221 right now. 221 for that great flyaway to see Luke Combs. The reason why I do this is I want you to win. I want people to win the Luke Combs flyaway. So
Heck yeah.
I absolutely.
And I want to go.
Absolutely. The trip of a lifetime. So again, that code is 221. 221 into your KORD mobile app. Luke Combs, you could be on your way with your bestie from 1027 KORD.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. He's one of country music's biggest stars, and you can see him live in Phoenix. Listen for the Luke Combs contest codes at 820, 1020, 120, 420, and 720, and then enter them on our app. Grand prize winner gets concert tickets for them and a friend, airfare, hotel, and $500 cash. Get contest rules and more info on our app. Brought to you by Columbia Nashville. On number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. Rick and Patty with you. Good morning. It's 8:19, almost 70, sunshine. I'm watching the people walk along the dike. It's absolutely...
Isn't it nice to see?
Yeah.
Everybody's out with their dogs and on bikes.
It is. It's gorgeous out there. All right, Luke Combs Flyaway. Here you go. 221 right now. Our final week. This is the final week of the Luke Combs Flyaway. 221. Again, the code is 221. All right, other people's problems. Let's tie this one off. Oh, he fell in love with the realtor. This is Jack. What's going on with Jack?
So, well, he sees house after house after house because he wants to keep seeing the realtor. He says, I've casually asked her to coffee once, but she said she had another appointment to get to, and I haven't had the courage to ask her out again. But I do keep making appointments to look at these houses just to be around her. Am I pathetic? What should I do?
Jack, lots of questions. Okay, Jack, again, I say go in for the second pass, and then once you get that answer, you're done. But what are people saying on Facebook here?
Amy says right from the top, sounds like a crush, not love. Either buy the house from her or get another realtor.
Cola says, I say shoot your shot, be up front with her, and ask her out. If it's meant to be, it'll work out, but don't force it.
Ken says, be a man. Stop wasting your time.
Brad says, yeah, you are pathetic. Move on, and if she doesn't chase you, she's not the one for you.
That's what David says. Hope she sees this and moves on to a client, not wasting her time. And Liz says, yeah, you're pathetic.
Did you do Jessica? Don't waste your time.
I did
not. Don't waste your time. You're using her. It's not a date. It's all in your head. Stop it with a little meme there.
Yvette says, buy a house, be done with it.
So that was what we were talking about. Is I think go back in for the second because she might have been distracted a little bit on the first ask. But if you go for the second ask and she says no means no. She's not interested.
And what's wrong with you just saying, hey, I'm interested? Are you? And yeah, you might get hurt. She might say no.
That's the risk you take.
Yeah.
That's the risk you take.
But you'll find out. And then, and then maybe, you don't have to buy a house from her. There are other realtors.
There's other, oh boy.
I'm just saying.
Oh boy. No, I just, it's one of those, this is stuff like when I was 15, the most embarrassing thing of my life is I had a big crush on a girl. And every 3 months I'd ask her out and she'd say no. Yeah, after 6 or 7 times, you should quit asking.
You finally got it.
But if you know anything about me, which you do, Patty, is I am relentless. You know what I'm saying? I am relentless.
I know.
It was one of the biggest lessons I ever learned in high school. And I look back where I wasted 3 years of my high school days every 3 months asking this girl out who kept saying no.
Yeah.
When there was plenty of other wonderful.
Exactly.
But I couldn't convince myself of that because I was sick in the head, sick in the brain at the time. I was fit. That's 15-year-old. Now, when you're 30-some years old and having that
and
issue.
you're still doing that?
Okay.
You might want to go talk with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. That's time for some therapy. So I do believe that he's built this fantasy into his head, to some extent. So I think you go back one last time for the realtor. She says no. If she says yes, great. If she says no, then that's the end of it.
Or this could be the making of a movie.
It could be. I was thinking more of a horror movie, but okay.
Well, yes.
All right, Jack. We did our best for you. I wish you well, and let us know how it turns out. I'd go. Would you go one more time?
I would. But I'd be upfront with her.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to buy a house from me, and she'd be like, "See ya."
Probably so.
She's already I'm sorry. She's probably already tired of you because you can't make a decision on it.
Or, you could buy one and say, this could be your new home, lady.
Oh, geez.
Right? We could yeah.
Okay, don't make that mistake.
I'm just saying.
Don't spend $400,000 and then say, oh, we want to move in?
I
really?
know.
You're going to be stuck with a $400,000 home. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so 547-KORD, app chat us. What would you do if you were in Jack's situation? We want to know. You got Rick and Patty. KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. #1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.